Hello, greetings everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. This is a channel that is dedicated to progressive rock, hard rock, heavy metal, and other forms of rock music. My name is Murph and I am the host of this show. So today we are doing the episode that starts off the week, strangely enough, entitled This Week. So on this show, we basically talk about the shows that I normally do on the channel every week and any new ones that I've added for that week. We talk about those, what's coming up for them. I may talk a little bit about the series we're running currently, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about the upcoming series for the month of November, and if there's going to be any changes to the channel content over the next little while, and if I've done anything in the past that needs to be straightened out or end the confusion. There wasn't really anything that was unusual this week, other than there was a few shows that came out a little bit late, primarily due to time restraints. Got quite a few things to do when I get home, so I try to get them done so I can sit and concentrate on this. Okay, so the first... And technically speaking, the first show of the week is actually the series episode that came out this morning, which featured Simon and Garfunkel. So if you want to go back and watch that, you can. Because I have to put that out the night before, or at least come out in the morning. This show comes out midday most of the time. Probably will be a little bit late today because I was organizing a few other things other than just what I'm doing for the channel. So anyways, so the episode we're talking about right now is this week. I think this is actually number 114, and the next show that will come out tonight, Commonalities Compared. So Ben has decided he wants to hear something that I would put down as Commonalities Compared, so for me to pick something out. I actually picked out a couple of different ones, but I decided to go with this one because I think it'll have a little bit of an impact. People tend to like both of these bands. So what we're going to do is going to talk about a couple of live albums, something I probably couldn't have done a short time ago because one of the albums is fairly new to me. But and strangely enough, the new album has 2 discs, but the second disc has nothing on it. So I'm not even sure why they have it. I think it's... This is actually a DVD. I did not know that. So there you go. It says CD, but I think it's a DVD. So anyways, not to be put off by that. So anyways, so Commonalities Compared. This is a show that I do every week, which Ben, my subscriber friend, he picks 2 commonalities and I compare them in a video. Basically, that's what we're doing. But this week he wanted to hear something. I guess he wanted something contributed from me. So I've picked out 2 live albums that I think have a lot of commonality between them, of 2 bands from the same time period. And we're talking about these 2 albums. Live at Leeds by The Who. And this version has 14 songs on it. And then you have, I think the original Live at Leeds had 8 tracks on it, if I'm correct, but they've continually added to it. So anyways, then you have this album, The Kinks, which is One for the Road, their live album. 21 tracks in total on the album. But the second album, turns out, I was wondering why they had 2 CDs if they had all the songs on the first album. I couldn't figure that out until I looked closely. Well, maybe it would have helped if I'd had my glasses on, but I didn't. So now I've looked at it with my glasses. It actually looks like it's a live concert video. So probably maybe you've got to put it in the Blu-ray or something and to see what it is. So we'll look into that after when I'm done. Anyway, so those are the 2 albums we'll be doing for this week's Commonalities Compared, which will come out Sunday at 8 o'clock. The next show up is called Look Back at a Classic Rock Album. And for those of you who remember, I mentioned that we will be doing some Simon... Oh, maybe I didn't mention it. But we'll be doing some more Simon and Garfunkel this week. I've chosen this album, Sounds of Silence. In actual fact, this is probably my least favorite of the Simon and Garfunkel albums. I'm not 100% sure of that, but it's not in the top 2 or 3. But I do like it a lot, and for some reason I decided this one was the one I wanted to start with if I'm going to do a look back. Still a really good album. They're all good albums. They don't have any bad ones at all. This one has 4 bonuses on it, 4 bonus tracks as well. So I decided I picked this one for the week, and this will be the look back at a classic rock album, Simon & Garfunkel's Sounds of Silence, which will be the episode will be aired Monday at 8 o'clock in its normal time period. Next up is Nomads. So Nomads is a mini-series that Ben and I put together. His idea, I came up with the format. He had a suggestion that we should do maybe 6 for the series, which we did. I took 3 of the suggested ones he gave me, and I added 3 of my own. Today is going to be episode number 5, or not today, but when it comes out will be episode number 5, featuring drummer Cozy Powell. Yeah, he's been around a lot, but absolutely a killer drummer. So we're going to be talking about Cozy Powell on Nomads this week, episode 5, coming out Tuesday at 8 o'clock. So the next episode is, we're going to stick with the kind of format that we've been going with, the kind of I guess it's a thread, you might want to call it, which is just looking here for some information, which I don't seem to be able to find, so no big deal. Anyway, so we're going to stick with the Halloween theme thread that we've been following, put forth. And so last week we did the 10 my top 10 favorite Halloween songs. I think it went over well. A lot of people seem to have enjoyed it. So we're going to do a couple of episodes, but the next episode is going to be called 5 albums that have a scary or creepy. So they're going to be called my 5 scary, creepy albums. I guess is probably what we'll do, continuing that kind of Halloween theme. And I have one more to do after that. So might as well enjoy it while we can. So that's what we're going to be doing for favorites, which will come out Wednesday at 8. Next up is ranking the songs. Yeah, so this is a day in which I have 2 different shows I do. One of them is Not What We Hoped For, which we did last week. If you want to watch that, you can go back and watch that. And then we have ranking the albums. So not ranking the albums, ranking the songs. So usually I pick an album that I like and I rank the songs off of it. I decided on this one for today. I put it away without realizing I did it. So this is the debut album from Gentle Giant. Really like this album a lot. Much more than I originally thought it was going to be. It has 7 tracks on it. So we will be ranking those tracks according to how I like them on Ranking the Songs, which will come out Thursday at 8 o'clock. Next up, ranking the album. So this will be the first semifinal. At this point, we haven't put together which 4 bands will compete in the first semifinals and which will compete in the second semifinals. We will get to that. I will know by the end of the week, obviously, because I can't do the episode if I don't. But we will see how that's going to come out Friday at 9. So we're down to just the 8 bands that are left, or the 8 albums that are left for the initial 8 episodes we did. We took 1 from each, the best one or my favorite one from each, and we'll make 2 semifinals, having 4 in one and 4 in the other, and then a final with the remaining 2 albums that win those semifinals. Makes sense, right? Next up, and that will come out Friday at 9. Usually I have a little bit more time for that one because of work schedule, so I can't always do it on the time period that I want. Next, I'm going to do a one-off show called The Pop Stop. I've done this before. I've got a couple episodes of The Pop Stop. If you want to watch them, you can go and check them out on, it's called The Pop Stop in my playlists. And you'll see it, there's a couple in there. I'm going to do another one. Haven't decided on the 3 bands yet, so it'll be a little bit of a surprise for you and for me. So that will come out probably around 4 o'clock on Saturday. It's just a one-off show. Next is the the final show of the week, which is What's New. What's New is a show we do every week in which we pick an album that came out in the current year, which is this year, 2024, a new album, and just basically review it and talk about it. That's basically what I want to do. So it comes out at Saturday at 8. The album I've chosen for this week is John Anderson and the Band of Geeks, and the album is called True. So we'll be watching that. And so that will be the last regular show for the week. And then we also have, of course, our series, which will continue at its 8 o'clock dispersal, coming out 8 o'clock each morning. This week we have, the series is called 31 Favorite Albums from 1982. We'll be having albums number 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Actually, 19 went this morning, so 19 through to 13. And so I've got the albums already in the position, and I'll just be doing those episodes too. Also coming up this month will be, well, not this month, but next month will be the November series, which is the 30 albums I loved because of their drumming. So not necessarily love them because of their drumming, but are albums that I love. The drumming is a dominant feature for me from that album, something that when I think of the album, I think of the drums. So I'm going to pick 30 albums for that month. I will try not to do more than, I think I'm going to go with no more than 2 albums per band, although I may break that rule. But at this point in time, it's my thought is that I'll pick only 2 albums from each band. Otherwise, you're going to end up with like 5 or 6 bands with all the albums up there. I don't want to do that. So we will do we'll do our 30 favorite drum albums. I don't know if they're my favorite or just albums that I like. I'm not sure if I want to put them in any particular order or just so I can talk about the albums. I'm not sure if which way I'm going to go yet. It's still fairly new, but by the time we get to the series, it'll be completely ironed out and you'll know exactly what's going to happen. Other than that, I have a couple of mini series that I'm working on now. One of them I've been working on since back in September of last year, and I finally think that I'm got a good idea of how this is going to be presented. And so now I'm just going to wait to see where the opportunity might present itself to give it up. And there's a second one that I'm going to do. I've done a couple of these where I've I did the Genesis and Yes one where we took, I think we did six albums, or was it 5? It might have been 5 or 6 albums under different categories, and tried to talk about the albums that fall within each category. I did it again with Pink Floyd and Jethro Tull, and now I'm going to do one with Marillion and IQ, which I think are 2 of the better kind of neo-prog bands that came out. My 2 favorite anyway, so we'll be talking about those 2 as well. So that will be another mini-series we'll do. I'm still kind of in the preliminaries about that one and not sure exactly when it will come out. In all likelihood, it won't be till the new year, so I don't want to talk too much about something so far away. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of this week. A preview of what's going to be happening on the channel for the channel and the channel content for this week. I hope to see you all throughout the week and hear your comments. I really do enjoy the comments. Many people have opened my eyes about certain things. I think I've opened some eyes for other people. And we've got to talk about those bands we love, and I've learned a little bit more each time I do one. So that's, to me, what's important. So hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. That's much appreciated. And if you can hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the content, that'd be great. Also, if you want to leave your comments, you can put those in the comment section below. I try to answer everyone if I can. Some of them don't require an answer, so I don't answer them. But if they do require one, I try to answer them. So anyways, I hope to see you throughout the week. So have yourself a good day and take care, and we will see you then. Take care and goodbye.